Hello and welcome! This is Melskinner, and we're back with some more City of Brass. So let's jump in right where we left off. And we've defeated the Gatekeeper, and all that is left is getting to the exit here. We have very little health. I have quite a lot of gold though, so if I get an opportunity here, trying to get the whip so we can get out of here, because I know there's another enemy behind me. I can't take another hit, is pretty much where we're at. But hey, we're going to get into the next level here. Now, I'm not a big fan of the items that we have. So we'll have to see. The sword that we have doesn't do that much damage. Let's pull this guy towards us. Put him in the slow trap. This won't do any damage to him, but it will slow him down, making him less dangerous. Let's just pull him out now. So this is the problem with the one weapon we have, is it takes far too many hits to neutralize the enemy. So we're going to want to replace it as soon as we can. Alright, I'm going to just run in here and hit this. I was hoping to kill the witch, but I don't think I pulled it off. Okay, this is not good. Whip her in the face so that we actually... There, we killed her. Alright, I know that there's one of these jar things. Ooh, I almost... Okay, we're actually in a precarious position here because the jar enemy is in a spot where I can't really hit it. Okay, there we go. More gold, so we're not short on that, that's for sure. It's pointing me over to this door, but... Now what this does is this poisons enemies, and it's very likely you'll poison yourself trying to use it, or I say very likely, it's possible you'll poison yourself. Okay, so we have an enemy genie here. And it's the kind of genie I don't want to face. But we'll see here what the poison does. So as you can see there, the poison made it so that anyone that is poisoned only has like 1 hit point. So you immediately kill them. Alright, so this is going to be challenging to deal with. Especially with the weapon I have and the terrain that we've got. I'm going to try my best to deal with it, but I only have 1 hit here. So what I'm probably going to need to do is come over here and use one of my wishes. If I can find where the interface is. Alright, I think I may be screwed here. Come on, where's the wish? I found it. But I got to keep moving here. And I'm dead. Alright, well that's a bummer, but we actually had a pretty decent run going there. A little bit on the short side, but let's go ahead and jump right back in here. That's kind of how we are going to be running this series. When you fail, you just pick yourself right back up and you restart. But I think one of the big things that made that run challenging is just the weapon I had. So, we kind of learned our lesson. Now, I think there may have been rebalancing since the last I played, because I don't remember that weapon being as weak as it was the first time I played with it. I was actually excited to get it at first until I realized how little damage it did. Didn't really make it worth it, because yes, it has more attack speed, but if it takes twice as many hits, not really a good thing. We did manage to get through the first Gatekeeper, so that's not bad for our first playthrough. Running a little cold. Hopefully I've gotten up to speed, as I took a lot of damage early on in that first run. That would have made that run much more viable. A lot more traps here, so I'm going to have to actually wait here until that trap goes away, because I'm fairly certain there's something else on the other side of that trap, unless there's another means to get to it. There may be. Okay, there was, and unfortunately, it doesn't go much of anywhere. Alright, let's get out of here. One of the things I definitely want them to change is the way that this arrow works. I like that it points me to the right direction, as the levels can be somewhat confusing. being procedurally generated and everything. But at the same time, the arrow can be very confusing, as it can change direction on you, because it's trying to point you to a particular door. It's not trying to point you to a direction. So that can be... I'm trying to hit the jar here, but I totally failed at it. I would have been better off just swinging away at these guys. Sometimes killing enemies the old-fashioned way is the best way to deal with things. Alright, we'll just kill this guy and this guy, because these both take only one hit, and they're fairly easy enemies. No reason to waste a lantern. The guys with the swords are much more of a threat to me, so we're going to come over here, and we're going to use that on him, which will kill him eventually. It takes a little bit of time. I think there may have been some gold I missed out on. There, we created some gold for us. Now, one thing I don't do is I don't spend a lot of time trying to find the secrets or the gold that could be in all of these jars. I could break each and every one of these and try and get gold, but as you can see, the chance of that happening isn't that high, and I don't want to waste too much of my time, because I do have a time limit, doing that. So I usually try and play a little bit faster paced. As fast paced as, you know, I tend to go. I do play a little bit on the slow side compared to some people, I'm sure. There is a ton of enemies in this particular level. Didn't quite pull him into that trap, but that would have been nice if I had. I don't think I've gotten the hang of getting the enemy into the traps in this run just yet. Let's see if we can kill him with that. Not quite. We at least did damage to him. He's gonna jump up here, and then we're gonna kill him. Alright, let's see if we're missing anything over here. Nope. Okay. I would say this run's going pretty well so far. Let's see what our genie has for us. So, Shield of Advancing, I still don't really know what that does. Flower of Ruin, I don't think I've ever gotten that. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Okay, it isn't something I've gotten before because a journal entry showed up. When you approach the line between life and death, the terrible flower blooms. Alright, we don't know what that does. That's a little bit more cryptic than I'm used to. Okay, so the way is being pointed to this door here. Alright, let's hit this guy right away. He might run into the trap, which he didn't. Alright, let's just try and kill him the old-fashioned way. As a matter of fact, I'm going to push him into the trap here. Okay. Would have been nice if I hit him with the lantern, but that's okay. I feel like this level... Okay, so this room's fancy, but there's not a lot in it. Let's hit that just to make sure any enemies in that room. A little bit less of a threat. I'm gonna have to be careful for the fire I've just created, though. Okay, doesn't seem like there's any enemies. So we'll get out of this one without taking a scratch. So a little bit better. This is one of those games that I feel like there's a certain rhythm to it. I want to pull this guy into the pit if I can. Ah. Loved my whip hits there. There we go. Got him. See if we can pull her. Gonna have to get a little bit closer. Unfortunately, she's just at the end of my whip reach. If I had the Lash of Reach, that would have been a lot easier to pull off. One of the reasons why I really love that upgrade. See what we've got? We've got a health up if we have enough gold, which usually you don't, unfortunately. Not until you get further into the game, then you can really start racking up the gold. But we were able to use that one pit to our advantage. Now we can try and whip this guy into the big pit. I mean, I've referred to this as a bottomless pit. It technically has a bottom to it. It's just a long drop. Alright, we'll just use that on that guy. Probably not the best use. I'd prefer to use the exploding pots against tougher enemies that actually warrant it. Yeah, here, jingle jangle. There it is. Take that guy out. Oh, okay, we've got the half enemies. Gamble. I don't think I want to do that one. Ooh, okay, we've got genies. We've got a lot of enemies in this area. This is going to be tough. I'm going to keep myself in cover here. I saw that guy. He wasn't going to fool me. Okay, I'm trying to see what... The arrow's telling me to go that way. Is there a door I can duck in to get out of this? It looks like there's a door maybe over that way. It doesn't give me a lot of distance, though. Let's try and get distance on this. Okay, I don't think that's a door there. We're gonna have another genie here soon. Let's try and pull her if we can. Fortunately, she just glitched into the wall, I think. Oh. Okay, the genie was able to hit me there. That's a bad thing. Let's just keep moving here. Sometimes that is actually the best choice for you. And something I probably should have thought about doing before I... Just be mindful of that. Whip this guy so we can finish him off. Now, I know there's another enemy in this room, so I'm not gonna fall asleep on that. There he is. Oh, hello. Did you follow me from the other area? That's what you get for that. Alright, let's take a look now in this area. I think I got what was over there. Let's go to the chest. Hopefully this will pay out. Nope, not gonna pay out. But that's okay. We've got this door here. And it looks like we're already at the exit. Now we can take jars like this into the next level, so I'm gonna go ahead and plan for that. Okay, well now we're back to the gatekeeper. I don't actually know if these exploding jars would take a gatekeeper out in one go. Alright, no enemies in this area. We've got another gamble, but that's 300 gold that I don't want to spend. Yeah, I can be certain that there's an enemy in this room. I can hear the noises. Fair amount of gold in this area. Okay, I think we got most of it. Let's just move on. Tell me to go specifically to this exit, although I don't think there's much of a difference. Okay, we've got enemy genie over that way. That guy who never saw what hit him. Looks like it's telling me to go in this door. Looks ominous. Got an exploding jar. We've got one of these. Wait for him to die. Dodge my whip, will you? Okay, I hear the oncoming enemy. Let's see if we can get him to come over into the exploding jar. It looks like he's going to go the other way around, making it so I don't have much room to maneuver here. If you can come this way, we can actually take advantage of it, as long as it... Oh, I didn't know we could destroy that bit. Alright. Good to know. Got a chest here. Is gold. That's fantastic. I actually have very close to enough gold to get that healing that was at the beginning of the level. Now, granted, I'd have to find my way back if I wanted to do that, but... As a matter of fact, I think I have enough gold exactly now. Alright, Alright, we're just gonna get through this guy the old-fashioned way. I haven't been able to get any upgrades except for this one item that I really don't know what it does. Trying to get that sword, but keeps putting the shield out in front of me. So we'll just go after the... Come on. Feet are always the best way to go when you're dealing with a guy with a shield. Like the arrow points that way, which is not really where I want to go. Let's just use this. Hop over the trap. Oop, that's the wrong kind of whip attack I wanted. I wanted to pull him. There we go. Unfortunately, I got hit by the genie. Oh, I'm in a bad spot here. There's too many traps. You know what? Let's just use our wish here. I might be able to use the genie against my enemy. There we go. Oh. Genie managed to kill the gatekeeper for us. Perfect. So that was a wish well used. I think this is the way we're supposed to go. Alright, I can't really see what's in the room. I know that there are a couple enemies. Can't get to his feet, unfortunately, because of the terrain. That doesn't matter. If we dodge his attack, we can just wail away on him. Oh, there's another one there. Yet again, too much junk in the way. Might be able to just use his jar on him. Get around to him. Must have gotten out. You know what? There he is. Eat it. Alright. We're now up to 1,200. Oh, hello. A lot of enemies in this room. Trying to get the disarm. I think I got it. Fortunately, the tight confines here and that shield are going to block a lot of my whip strokes. Alright, we really want to get to her and disarm her, if we can. Go down. Oh, managed to hit me once there. We really don't have to take this guy out. Let's just get out of this area. Alright. Well, now we really want that healing, unfortunately. But we got as far as we did in the first run, so hopefully we can get a little bit further this time. They are kind of putting me out in the open right out the gate here. Let's see what we got. Got a companion. Oh, good. We've got the trap. All right, you know what? This is actually a really dicey situation, but I think this is going to... Well, let's see if we can get out of it. Does seem like they fixed that one bug. Let's just go in this room, as that will kind of remove us from the genie's threat. I say as I take a bunch of damage. See if we hit this. That helps us. I think I disarmed him. Unfortunately, I'm just in that one spot. Oh, good. We got another enemy showing up here. So throw that at him. We can whip his sword out. Okay, we got through the tough bits. Oop, stuck on that. Now, there's still enemies in this room. But we've got almost 2,000 gold, and there's more enemies showing up. I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, though, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.